There's 2 small cabbage heads, just coarsely chopped, you know. I guess everybody knows how to cut it up. Anyway, I put bacon grease in first for some flavor. Turmeric, spices with everything in it, you know, the pepper. But the stuff I used, where is it? This is salty, so I didn't add no salt. Now, I put some red pepper flakes in there, and a whole red onion. Now, remember, I don't waste nothing. Remember that ginger that I made my ginger tea with? You see this? Well, I spread this out on parchment paper and freeze it, and then I bag it up, and then I use a piece at a time. So that's frozen. I put it on parchment, spread it out, and score it before you freeze it. And I'm going to add that to my cabbage, because we don't want to throw stuff away, you know, because it's not the end of use after you make your tea. Still got a little life left in your ginger. So waste not. Now, this is usually pretty good. I'm going to add just a tiny bit of water and put the lid on it. That's a half cup. Now let's put the lid on it. I'm going to replace this handle. Still can grab it though. Still working. But anyway, reduce your heat. You don't want it to burn. Stir it up one more time. It doesn't take that long to break it down. Just whenever it gets real tender, that's when it's done. So I can't really give y'all a time on this. Okay. That was 2 small heads of cabbage. It really cooks down. I'm going to reduce the heat down to medium low. Okay. I'm going to let that go about 15 minutes. What is it, Santa Nyan? What is it, Santa? Santa was going to go with me, but then he decided he didn't like the car. He used to go with me all the time. Now he's kind of afraid of it. Right, Ian? Let's put him in a cage. It's sweet baby. Yeah, your pretty blue eyes, and this one get pretty green eyes. Little green eyes, like them green eyes. Y'all, it's humid out. I don't want to really go out there right now. I'm going to have to can some cabbage tomorrow. Rabbits have found my cabbage. Yeah. I was going through my onions, sprouted onions. I got to go through those. I have to put some of them up. Well, I blew my diet, so I'm just having this cabbage tonight. That's all I'm having. No meat or nothing. Just the flavoring of the bacon grease. I save my bacon grease and strain it. It's always really pure. Every time I cook bacon, I save my grease. But I never put old grease on top of new grease. I keep it rotated out. You don't want to get rancid. Never want to cook with rancid bacon grease. Be careful. In the summertime, I usually put it in the refrigerator, because I don't want it going rancid. Okay, I have my supper here in a minute. I'll show you what it looks like. While I'm waiting on my cabbage, I'm going to make me some iced tea. And this is the raspberry leaf, and it's organic. I put 2 to a cup of hot water, and I'm going to use half a package of the Truvia, and then I got this 16-ounce mug. You can get these in the camping supplies at Walmart. It's like I guess that's 32 ounces. Takes like a tray of ice. And then I'll put this on top. And then when the tea has steeped 5 minutes, this has steeped 5 minutes, then you'll pour it in here. No water. This is a tea bag, you know, squeezer. But I use it to hold my tea bags down in there. And then I pour my water, my boiling water in there. Okay. And then, after we set the timer for 5 minutes. This has got a minute to go on this. This is probably done. Ouch. I'm going to turn that cabbage off. And I'm going to set my timer for 5 minutes. This is, you want to steep your tea 5 minutes. And I like this raspberry leaf organic tea. 2 of them. You need 2 of them in a cup of hot water, boiling water, and 32 ounce with ice. And the next day you'll still have ice. If you get one of these, go to camping in the Walmart section. Do not go where they sell cups and stuff, or the more expensive cups. These are cheaper even. Comes with a lid like this. You can put a straw in there. And I buy the extra long straws. Straw pellies. Anyway, I like these extra long, and so does Senna. He likes them too. I have to watch him. He steals my straws. Okay, now sometimes this gets hot to the touch because metal heats up. I'll run it under water before I can even squeeze my tea bags out. But I use a, let me see if I can find it. I use one of these wide funnels for canning. And I'll set that on top. Pour my tea in there, and that way your cup will fit sideways. And you won't spill nothing. So, that's another thing I do. Now let's sample that cabbage. Then I'll tell you what I put in it. Our tea's ready. It's steeped 5 minutes. So, all I'm going to do, I run this under cold water because sometimes the handle gets a little hot. I have neuropathy. I have to be careful. So all I'm going to do is squeeze this out. Go up and down with your tea bags and then squeeze it out. And then use one of these. And your cup, see, it's wide enough that when you go to pour, you're not spilling it. It's going right into there. There you go. No mess. See? No mess. Now we need a spoon, teaspoon, long spoon. We call them teaspoons. Now remember, I already put my sweetener on top, and I only put like a half a packet of Trevia. I don't want sugar in there. There you have it. Now you can add 2 more cubes of ice at this point. That will be equal to a whole tray. And then all I have to do is put my lid on it, and my new straw, and then I'll probably steal that one. Now let's go over here. See how this turned out? It cooks pretty fat. Now that was 2, I'd say 2 small heads of cabbage. Alright, now this is how I seasoned it. 1 large onion. After you get your cabbage and it cooks down some, then add your onions. Black pepper, and then this is the heavy black pepper, coarse pepper. And I use this Spice Supreme. It's got a lot of stuff in it. So I don't add salt because this has salt in there. So if you're using something like that, it don't take much to season cabbage. Then I put a little bit of crushed pepper in there. And put about a half teaspoon of turmeric. Of course, we started it with bacon grease. Just fill till the pan is covered. Doesn't have to be, you know, an inch or anything. It just has to be covered. And then I threw in some of my frozen ginger. This is optional, but you know, I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm gonna get it back in the freezer. Now let's go over here and let's taste it. It's cooled down enough. See if I need any more seasoning. It tastes good. It tastes good. So just be careful on the salt, and don't put too much red pepper flakes in it either. If you're adding pepper, or you could add one or the other. If you know, but I like my things peppery. A lot of people wouldn't like it peppery like mine, so you could add one or the other. Red pepper flakes. I like it because it gives it some prettiness. And I like red onion in mine. Oh, this is so good. We don't have to have no bacon. It's got the bacon flavor. So good. I'm going to go eat, y'all. Bye.